The jungles and forests of the world are fascinating places, densely packed. They are often rich with animal life and an abundance of beautiful greenery. And there is none more fascinating than the infamous Amazon. But how much do we really know about the Amazon? What's truly hiding among the leaves and trees? These are terrifying things found in the Amazon. The Holidaria, with a dark, mysterious atmosphere, crawling with animals that most of us could never even dream of. It isn't surprising that the Amazon jungle is home to several spine-chilling cryptids. If you trawl through the annals of history, you'll find countless stories of people who think they've encountered or seen monsters of some kind in the depths of the Amazon. One such legendary creature said to slink its way through the Amazon is the cryptid known as the Holidaria, aka the sawtoothed dolphin. This peculiar creature was spotted by renowned biologist Jeremy Wade back in 1993, when he was innocently trying to snap a photo of the infamous pink river dolphin. Wade actually succeeded in photographing the creature not just once, but twice. His first photo of the Holidaria was taken in 1993, his second in 1994. Wade offered a further description on what he saw himself of the sawtoothed dolphin. According to him, the Holidaria is similar in appearance to the pink river dolphin. However, it has notches on its dorsal fin that look like the teeth of a saw. Wade spoke to locals, but none reported ever seeing such a creature. A lot of skeptics, including many of Wade's fellow biologists, disregarded his find, saying that it was nothing but a pink river dolphin with a damaged dorsal fin. But to this day, Wade refuses that hypothesis and insists that these photographs showcase an all-new monster of some kind. What do you think? Was Wade onto something, or is he absolutely out of his mind? Now it's time for the rare topic. On many an occasion, people have stumbled upon the carcass of a sadly deceased animal in the depths of the Amazon. The wild can be a tough place, but this particular animal body has got a lot of people talking. Take a look at this thing. Nobody can wrap their head around what it is. It was found back in 2016 and has been baffling everyone. While nobody knows what it is, the general consensus is that it is some kind of water mammal, most possibly a subspecies of whale. Biologists later dissected the creature and determined that it does share a lot of DNA with whales. So here's the question. How did a small whale end up in the middle of the Amazon? As always, comment down below with the hashtag #RareTopic, and we might pin the comment that best explains what is being shown in this image. With that said, let's keep things moving. The boiling river. One of the scariest things in the Amazon is not a creature or monster of any kind. It's a natural phenomenon. The boiling river of the Amazon is one of the world's strangest mysteries. Also known as the Shanai Tempishka or La Bomba, the boiling river is the only naturally boiling hot river in the world. It is known for the very high temperature of its waters, from 45 degrees Celsius to nearly 100 degrees Celsius. The name means boiled by the heat of the sun, though the source of the heat is actually geothermal. The boiling river of the Amazon was once thought to be a myth. Some said that a serpent called Yucca or Mother of the Waters, created the scalding waters. Few scientists or explorers have been permitted to visit the boiling river, as it is protected by the Mayan Tiyaku shaman, who consider it to be a healing site. Quite why splashing yourself with boiling hot water is considered healing, we don't know, because I've spilled hot coffee over myself a lot because I'm a clumsy idiot, and it's never healed me. But what do I know? However, those who have gotten close report that the water's temperature can range from 120 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. The mud along the river is so hot that if it were to touch your skin, you would receive a painful third-degree burn. If the nearby mud can burn you that bad, just imagine what the water itself can do. Locals have even reported that small animals are sometimes seen boiling in the water, their eyes cooked to a milky white. Here's the crazy thing. The boiling river of the Amazon is something of a mystery. No one can explain why the waters of the river have reached these boiling temperatures. They just have. Weird, right? The closest volcanic activity is over 400 miles away. That is nowhere near close enough to be having an effect. There are many theories about the river, but none have proven to be correct, leaving the boiling river shrouded in mystery. But what do you think boils the poor fish who live within it alive? Is it a natural phenomenon, or is something more magical at play? Let us know what you think. Anaconda. Okay, we've covered curious natural phenomena. Now let's go back to animals and creatures, because it is well known that the Amazon is home to all or most of the scary animals that exist. There are some incredibly strange things hidden in the darkness of the waters and canopies of this remarkable forest. Take for example the zombie ant, something we very nearly included on this list. According to scientists, a specific type of fungus is responsible for creating what they call zombie ants. Various species of ant can encounter the spores of the fungus on the jungle floor, or be coated with them as the spores float through the air. The spores then make their way inside the ant's body, where they begin to grow. Within a week or so, the spores completely take over the ant's body, virtually controlling its actions and leading it to bite onto leaves in particular locations of the jungle. This is similar to how a zombie in popular culture would be led to feed on humans by the virus controlling it. The ant then dies in a spot that is ideal for the fungus to reproduce, allowing it to create even more zombie insects. Horrifying, right? That's the sort of horrors you can find in the Amazon, and zombie ants aren't even horrifying enough to make our list. Oh no, that honor goes to this huge anaconda. So, what's the story? Well, as well as terrifying animals, there are also beautiful sights to behold in the Amazon, in every direction, and there are even remarkable people who have made this majestic landscape their home. And one of these people had a truly terrifying encounter that we just have to tell you about. The man, living with his tribe in the Amazon, had a rather scary incident with a colossal anaconda. After many other members of his tribe had mentioned hearing a terrifying slithering sound in the middle of the night, every night for nights on end, he decided to set a trap. Minutes after setting the trap by a body of water using a chicken as bait, the anaconda slithers by and falls for the trap. He slithers around the murky water and then slides his head right into a blue box. He thrashes his huge body about, but he cannot wriggle free of the trap the guy has set for him. This dude must really know how to make a sturdy snake trap, because this anaconda is huge. We never seen anything like it. If I saw a snake that huge, I'd drop to my knees and beg it for forgiveness. I can't help but wonder what punishment the snake would inflict on his captor, should he ever manage to escape and seek vengeance for his kidnap. It does not bear thinking about. Giant spider. Almost every folklore and mythology the world over includes some kind of reference to abnormally large spiders. Around the world, people have told legends of giant spiders measuring up to 5 feet across, but the largest monster spiders have been sighted mainly deep in the Amazon jungle, a legendary location for lurking creatures, such as poisonous dart frogs and anaconda snakes. Among the monster spider sightings across the world, sizes and descriptions vary, but on the extreme end of the spectrum, eyewitnesses have described specimens up to 5 feet long. They are said to have huge fangs and hairy bodies the size of small dogs. The largest monster spiders are said to have fangs as long as 8 or 9 inches. One of the more infamous is, and apologies if I pronounced this wrong, the jellyfish, also known as the Congolese giant spiders. They are a type of spider-like cryptid, which is said to inhabit the forests of the Congo, possibly representing a new species of arachnid. Most of the many anecdotal tales describe the spiders digging a shallow tunnel under tree roots and camouflaging it with a large screen of leaves. They then create an almost invisible web between their burrow and a nearby tree, stringing the whole area with a network of trip lines. Some hapless creature, soon to end up on the menu, will trip the line alerting the spider. The victim will then be chased into the web. This type of predatory behavior is similar to that of several species of trapdoor spider. This tourist footage, taken by some people on a tour of the Congo back in 2016, possibly showcases a very real spider cryptid, or jellyfish. What do you think? We know that some spiders can get pretty big, especially in parts of the world such as the Congo, but the size of this one really takes the biscuit. In fact, he could take your life. It looks to be roughly the same size as a full-grown turtle. That is, to be a little bit body-shaming about it, not normal. The way we see it, this isn't a big spider. The Amazon rings. Deep in the Amazon jungle, spanning Bolivia and Brazil, researchers have discovered a series of earthen rings. What is truly bizarre about these rings is that researchers have determined that the rings actually predate the Amazon rainforest itself. Archaeologists have been working to determine what the purpose of these rings might have been. What has left researchers baffled is how these rings contrast our perceptions of ancient peoples. There is nothing more terrifying than an answer without a question. What were these rings? What purpose did they serve? While historians disagree about a lot of things, including what these rings are and where they come from, all historians seem to agree on one thing: that ancient people live in harmony with nature in a way very different to us. As such, it seems highly unlikely that they would alter or damage land. Yet here the Amazon rings are, seemingly and curiously, proving that hypothesis wrong. Or does it? The debate about whether people of the past would ever purposefully damage the land like this is at the crux of trying to figure out what these rings are. If we have been wrong all this time, then they did create the Amazon rings, and the question is, why? Was it for ritualistic purposes? Is it something to do with astronomy, astrology, or cosmology? Or maybe historians were right, and the ancient people who lived here never would have dared damage the land. If that's the case, it's reasonable to think there may be a far more mysterious and unexplainable history behind these rings. The internet is rife with possible theories, and most of them center around, you guessed it, aliens. Are these the oldest crop circles ever found? I mean, they've not been carved into crops, but you get my point. If that's the case, maybe these rings were intended as a message from our extraterrestrial neighbors. Let's just hope, if that's the case, these rings translate to a nice message like, we like you guys, and not, we're going to kill you guys.
Number 10. The Walking Palm. This one gives you fantasy movie vibes. You would probably jump out of your skin if you found yourself strolling about with a tree for company. Well, not exactly, because you would be faster, but these palms do move from one place to the next. This is how it happens. New roots grow and reach for the sunlight as they replace the old roots. This is how they cause the trees to move. Therefore, the movement is quite slow. It must take them quite a while to walk up to a neighboring tree for a nice visit. The trees are called cachapona, or simply the walking palms. Unless you absolutely must see them move and that's the main reason for your visit, don't hang around to witness this amazing phenomenon. Cachapona provides the tribes that live in the rainforest with food from its spiny roots. It also gives them materials for making their weapons as well as building. Its trunk is straight and narrow, and perfect for construction and making spears. Furthermore, the yellow fruits of the tree are not only edible, but they are also to treat hepatitis, and also as an aphrodisiac. Number 9. The Goliath Spider. If you don't have a particularly friendly disposition towards the arachnids, this is the one bizarre creature